You're right.
It was the biggest phenomenon to hit television, the big money quiz shows.
What picture won the Academy Award for 1955?
I knew that the answer was Marty, but he wanted me to miss that question.
No one knew they were rigged. The inside story of the quiz show scandal. Tonight on The American Experience.
Lines stretched around the studio as the ratings skyrocketed. Tens of millions gathered in every part of the country to see if their new hero, Charles-Van-Doren, would beat Herb-Stempel. Week after week, the drama and tension grew as Enright wrote the final act. No one seemed to question what they saw. In the 1950s, seeing was believing.
Good evening. I'm Jack Barry. Tonight here on 21, Herbert-Stempel, our 29-year-old GI college student, can win $111,500, the highest amount of money ever to be won on television.
On the day I was due to lose to Van-Doren, I sat home watching television in the morning. Every few minutes, an announcer would break in on WNBC saying, is Herb-Stempel going to win over $100,000 tonight? And I said, no, he's not going to win $100,000. He's going to take a dive.
If either of you want to stop the game, you must tell me so right now.
I'll stop.
Then you win $20,000. Congratulations.
The night Charles-Van-Doren beat Herb-Stempel, about 15 million viewers applauded Van-Doren's triumph. As the nation's new hero, Charlie made the cover of Time, a distinction never bestowed on his illustrious father or uncle. Admiring students at Columbia University, where he taught English, put up signs directing visitors to the smartest man in the world. He received thousands of letters a week, including hundreds of marriage proposals. 1 month after the hearings began, Charles-Van-Doren emerged from hiding to appear before a congressional committee. Up until that moment, Van-Doren had been unable to admit the truth to anyone, not to his lawyer, not even to his family.
I said to the committee this morning that I was kind of like a child who refuses to admit a fact in the hope that it'll go away. I got panic-stricken. I've been afraid for a long time. I've been living in a kind of dread for 3 years. They've not been a happy 3 years. But I became almost panic-stricken then. And I didn't act very well in the next week. I made a very, very big mistake. And I learned about making mistakes. I learned what you have to do when you make a mistake. I've also learned a lot about life and about human nature, about a man's responsibilities.
Eventually, an anguished Charles-Van-Doren, one producer, and 17 other contestants were formally charged, arrested, and convicted of lying under oath to the New York grand jury. All pleaded guilty. All received suspended sentences. None served time in jail. The district attorney estimated that at least 100 others who testified with Van-Doren, 2/3 of all those who faced the grand jury, had perjured themselves.